in the labyrinth of towering skyscrapers that define the urban sprawl of New York City, there lived a man whose name echoed through the corridors of power and philanthropy: Harrington. Known not only for his colossal wealth amassed through a diversified empire, but also for his unwavering commitment to social change, Maxwell stood as a beacon in a city pulsating with ambition and paradoxical contrasts. Maxwell's tale began in the humble boroughs of Brooklyn, where he grew up amidst the ebb and flow of everyday life. Raised by hardworking parents who instilled in him the values of integrity, resilience, and compassion, Maxwell carried the echoes of his modest beginnings into the vast tapestry of his adult life. Armed with an intellect that matched his ambition, he set out to conquer the financial realms of Wall Street. His journey was one marked by audacity and brilliance. Maxwell Harrington's name became synonymous with success, not just in the boardrooms where deals were brokered, but in the hearts of those who benefited from his strategic endeavors. From finance to real estate, technology to entertainment, Maxwell's empire expanded, creating a narrative of triumph against the skyline of Manhattan. Yet, within the heart of this titan of industry lay a soul attuned to the call of social responsibility. In an era where corporate magnates were often painted with strokes of greed, Maxwell defied convention. His wealth wasn't just a measure of his financial prowess. It was a means to an end, a tool to carve pathways of change in the concrete heart of New York. The turning point came in the form of a revelation, a realization that the city he called home, with its dazzling lights and opulent excesses, harbored shadows of disparity and neglect. One crisp autumn morning, as Maxwell traversed the city streets, he witnessed a stark juxtaposition of affluence and destitution. Luxury condominiums stood side by side with dilapidated tenements, separated only by the invisible line of economic inequality. The catalyst for change had presented itself. Maxwell's focus shifted from accumulating wealth for its own sake to leveraging his influence for the greater good. A series of initiatives were set in motion, each addressing a facet of the societal fabric that cried out for transformation. Education, as Maxwell believed, was the cornerstone of societal progress. The Harrington Educational Foundation emerged, a juggernaut committed to reshaping the educational landscape of New York. The foundation didn't merely write checks. It undertook a systemic overhaul. Focusing on underserved communities, Maxwell directed resources to revitalize schools, empower teachers, and provide students with opportunities hitherto considered elusive. In the borough of Harlem, once plagued by disparities in educational resources, Maxwell's foundation erected the Harrington Learning Center, a state-of-the-art institution equipped with cutting-edge technology, a library that rivaled the most prestigious universities, and classrooms that breathed life into the dreams of the underprivileged. Maxwell's approach to philanthropy was hands-on, marked by a genuine desire to understand the pulse of the communities he sought to uplift. He spent days in schools, engaging with educators, students, and parents. The result was not just a superficial makeover. It was a Renaissancean awakening that breathed life into the dormant potential of countless young minds. The ripple effect of the Harrington Educational Foundation extended beyond academic realms. Maxwell understood the symbiotic relationship between education and economic empowerment. With this in mind, he forged partnerships with corporations, creating apprenticeship programs and internships that allowed students to transcend the confines of their circumstances and step into the corridors of opportunity. The success stories began to emerge. Students who had once navigated the tumultuous waters of poverty now stood as graduates, armed with knowledge and aspirations. The cycle of poverty was being challenged at its roots, and the trajectory of lives altered by the sheer force of Maxwell Harrington's commitment to education. But Maxwell's vision didn't stop at the borders of the classroom. He understood that economic empowerment was intrinsically linked to access to healthcare, access to resources, and access to a level playing field. The Harrington Health Initiative was born, a comprehensive program that sought to bridge the healthcare divide in the city. Maxwell rallied healthcare professionals, mobilized resources, and established health clinics in neighborhoods where medical care was a luxury rather than a right. Preventative care, mental health support, and wellness programs became integral components of the initiative. Maxwell envisioned a city where the zip code one was born into wouldn't determine the quality of healthcare one received. The transformative impact of the Harrington Health Initiative was palpable. Previously underserved communities now had access to vital healthcare services. The burden of preventable diseases began to wane, and the collective well-being of neighborhoods improved. The city, once divided by invisible walls of healthcare inequality, was now witness to a more equitable distribution of health resources. Maxwell's commitment to societal change extended beyond his foundation's endeavors. He became a vocal advocate for affordable housing, recognizing that the city's heartbeat was in danger of losing its rhythm if the melody of inclusivity was not harmonized. The Harrington Housing Project emerged a venture that aimed not just to provide shelter, but to create communities where residents felt a sense of belonging. Maxwell's team collaborated with urban planners, architects, and community leaders to reimagine public housing. The result was a departure from the sterile, impersonal structures of the past. The Harrington Housing Project embraced principles of sustainability, aesthetics, and community engagement. Green spaces, communal areas, and amenities designed to foster a sense of community became defining features. The impact of the housing initiative was profound. Residents, once confined to the margins of society, now found themselves in vibrant, inclusive communities. Maxwell's vision of housing as a catalyst for social cohesion became a reality, transforming neighborhoods that had once been marred by neglect into beacons of urban renewal. Yet, Maxwell understood that the pursuit of change wasn't a linear trajectory. Challenges arose, and he faced criticism from those who viewed his initiatives with skepticism. Unfazed, Maxwell embraced the discourse, inviting dialogue and collaboration. He believed that societal transformation was a collective endeavor, and dissenting voices were integral to the process of introspection and growth. As the years passed, Maxwell's influence reached new heights. His philanthropic endeavors expanded globally, transcending borders and cultures. The Harrington Global Initiative addressed issues ranging from environmental sustainability to gender equality, further solidifying Maxwell's legacy as a visionary committed to the betterment of humanity. One day, as Maxwell stood atop the Harrington to wear a testament to his triumphs, an aspiration she received a letter from a young woman named Isabella. She was a beneficiary of the Harrington Education Initiative, having navigated the challenges of poverty to become a medical researcher. Isabella's story was emblematic of the transformative power of Maxwell's vision. Moved by her words, Maxwell decided to focus on mentorship initiatives. The Harrington Mentorship Program aimed to connect successful individuals from diverse fields with aspiring talents from underprivileged backgrounds. The objective was not just to provide career guidance, but to instill a sense of resilience, ambition, and self-belief. The impact of the mentorship program was profound. It created a symbiotic relationship where seasoned professionals found inspiration in the tenacity of their mentees, while mentees drew from the wisdom and experiences of their mentors. The program became a testament to the belief that mentorship could serve as a catalyst for breaking through glass ceilings and transcending societal barriers. As Maxwell surveyed the city below, he recognized that the journey was far from over.